Hey everybody, Ian Campbell, CEO of Mission Suite here. This is day 16, I believe, of my 20-day Facebook Live video challenge. And once again, one more day to finishing up the challenge to myself here, and I get myself in the habit of recording live videos and using video as a means for marketing here. Today, I'm actually going to be focusing in on training. It's interesting. I actually had a conversation early this afternoon with a prospective client, and I was giving him a demo. And one of the questions that he asked was, what will it take to get us up and running? Right? Basically, the general concept is of his question was, what will it take us, as far as the money that we spend, to make sure that all of my people are able to use our system and are able to use this new platform to the best of our ability. And this is actually a pretty hot topic for me. You've heard me, if you've been watching these videos for a while now, you've probably heard me talk a lot about adoption and the fact that adoption of CRM is probably one of the biggest issues that we as an industry have to address, because at the end of the day, doesn't matter how amazing our tools are, how phenomenal our system is, and exactly what the what kind of price break we get or anything like that. If no one's using the platform, it doesn't matter if it's $300 or $30. It's a waste of money. And I mean, I'm being very, very blunt right now. It doesn't matter how little you're spending on it. If people aren't using it, it's not doing the job that it's supposed to, and it's wasting you money. So, training is a huge deal in that, right? So there's things that we do, and there's things that you've probably heard me talk about in the past that we focus on to address the issue of adoption. Things like customization, making things as simple as possible, different things like that. But today I want to talk a little bit about the fact that training is one of the most important things that anybody can do to make sure that the systems that they're using are implemented and adopted by their teams. Because again, you sign on as a client of Mission Suite. I'm going to train you. I'm going to make sure that you get a video of your account walkthrough and you see how to go through step by step. I'm going to schedule a training time with you, and we're going to make sure that you know how to use the platform. But what about the rest of your team, right? Does your entire team get to be trained on that one call too? Probably not. That's not usually the way that it works. And frankly, it's not the way that it should work, because you as an account owner are going to have different responsibilities and different needs for training than your sales reps, than your marketing director, than the admin that's putting contacts in. So really, you want to be working with a system that's going to be focusing in on training you at different levels, and that you want to be making sure that you get trained as an account owner to know how to pull the reports that you need, how to track the daily activities of your sales team, how to track the impact of your marketing results, everything, the whole kit and caboodle. You want to make sure that you know how to use it. And of course, you want to know how to add a contact, how to update a contact record, how to, mark a CRM activity complete, things like that, right? So your training needs are pretty specific. Now moving on to your sales reps, all they need to know typically is how to add a contact, how to mark an activity, how to schedule an activity, how to move people through a pipeline, how to find activities that are coming due today, things like that, right? The day-to-day sales kind of stuff. On top of that, oftentimes they're going to want to know how to trigger some sort of automated follow-up based on, a cold call or networking or what have you. They're going to want to know how to send an email, things like that, and all those things are typically pretty straightforward. But again, different needs than you have as a manager. Now moving on to the marketing director, right? What are their training needs? Their training needs are completely different, because they need to know how to track campaigns. They need to know how to create email campaigns, how to trigger campaigns to go out automatically, how to go out regularly, different things. All these marketing things that marketing people need to know, which are completely separate from everything that your sales team and you as a sales manager need to know. So, there's all these different things that people need to know, that people need to address inside of one system. So a one-size-fits-all training that happens one time, if that at all, usually doesn't get the job done. So my point here is that when you're choosing a system, whenever you're working with a system, make sure that you get the training that you need, and make sure that you don't have to pay for it, because you don't want your sales rep to not be using the system because they don't know if it's going to cost the company extra money if they have to call and ask a question, right? You want to make sure that no matter what, their training is encompassed in the overall cost that you're paying on a monthly basis, or maybe in a setup fee, or whatever the case might be.